Gooners have apparently gone too far. A video by Sadagaskar, which I thought would be pretty interesting, you know? There's a few videos I've made talking about Gooners, public Gooners, even just like OnlyFans. But yeah, let's get straight into the video.
All right, so the other day, my friend shows me this OnlyFans model and he goes, dude, look at how beautiful this OnlyFans girl is. I can't believe she's doing OnlyFans. And obviously, when I hear this, I'm pretty curious, so I'm like, let me take a look. And he shows me this girl's account and this video. And I look up at him and
that looks like AI. Hold on, what?
I go, dude, that's a fucking AI. And ever since then, he has not heard the end of it, okay? My 21-year-old friend fell for AI. But let me repeat that again, okay? My 21-year-old friend fell for AI. That's not fucking good. My 21-year-old able-minded friend just fell for AI. He thought that shit was real. Okay, now to be fair, this guy's a fucking dumbass, but at the same time, he still fell for AI. And
I will say it does look kind of real though. Looking at it like, okay, I wouldn't get caught by it because I can, you know, the cam brain can detect that. But if I was like 50 years old, you know, I didn't really know much and that just stumbled across, I'd probably think it's real.
He's like under the age of 70. And it's honestly kind of poetic in a very depressing way that the one time he falls for AI, it's an OnlyFans gooner chick, which actually segues perfectly into the topic of today's video, because in today's video, we're gonna be talking about, I don't even know what to refer to like this whole section of topics as, like the Goonverse? I don't know. We're talking about a bunch of like OnlyFans models and the stuff I've seen on the internet and all the shit going on in the Goonverse, alright? But before we dive into that, I do want to give you guys a quick little message considering the topic of today's video. Stop watching porn. Alright, so back to our regularly scheduled program. The Goonverse. Depending on how long you've been watching me for, or whether or not you have a job, you may or may not know some of the lore when it comes to the Goonverse. I've actually made quite a few videos on it. I just never actually called it the Goonverse, but here we are today.
Like,
and today I will be Professor
but for Gooners.
Sadagaskar, giving you guys a full history lesson and breakdown on it. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin. I'm not too sure what like the big bang of the Goonverse would be. I want to say it was when like the Bop House got created. You know, like the content house that's literally just a bunch of porn stars. But
is this still happening, the Bop House? Wasn't that thing like extinct? Didn't it go extinct after a few months? Or am I tripping?
We really want to go to the back, like the very start, like the book of Genesis type, the book of Goonersis. We gotta start with our good old friend, Bad Baby, Danielle Bregoli, also known as the Cash Me Outside girl. Because I'm sure you guys remember her, right? The girl who was like literally a fucking succubus in her own house and like drove her grandmother crazy and then tried to fight Dr. Phil. Yeah, her. She blew the fuck up, you know, became like a rapper.
Now that I'm thinking about it, if this came out today, the Catch Me Outside girl, I feel like a bunch of people would just call her corny, rightfully so, because what she was doing was corny. But also, now that I think about it, people probably would have made an AI video of her and Dr. Phil fighting. That would have been hilarious.
Or whatever. And then when she turned 18, she immediately dropped her OnlyFans.
Man.
And that's when I feel like if the first, you know, like start of the Goonverse began. Because at that point in time, that's when people on a large scale actually realized, hey, there's a lot of fucking freaks out there and we can make money off of it. And that's pretty much what the Goonverse is. The Goonverse is literally just the world of porn and OnlyFans models and how deranged and crazy and the lengths they go to, you know, stick out and make more money. And it's all...
Bro, there's this one girl, I talked about this on my main channel. This video was like, it's pretty old. It's from like 2024, but this girl, the way she would promote her like OF and stuff, or like she would do these challenges where she would basically walk around all day, not all day, but just walk around. She would take her panties off and then put them in like the produce sections of stores or just hide them in stores. Now, this wasn't in the US. I'm pretty sure this was in Spain, if I'm not mistaken, but still strange. Just the whole idea of doing that.
A whole bunch of, it's just crazy. It's a whole bunch of fucking brain rot. But either way, right? Danielle Bregoli drops the OnlyFans. I'm pretty sure she made like $1 million in 24 hours, something like that. And at that point in time, she didn't realize it, but Danielle Bregoli had just been immortalized. She had just become the blueprint for professional vaginas all around the world who didn't even want to give life a chance and realized that they can just start an OnlyFans at 18 and become rich. And that's exactly what fucking happened. The most known example was probably Piper Raquel, a famous TikToker influencer who, you know, dropped an OnlyFans the moment she turned 8.
Insane. Like, that's disgusting. Now, the thing is, too, like, there's no way she recorded all of this content right when she turned 18. Like, if she drops an OnlyFans the moment she turns 18, and there's already content on there, that means that the content that she posted on there was from when she was 17, crazy enough.
But what I find really funny about this is it turns out that a lot of other people have actually tried to cash out using this method. Like remember Lil Tay, that little fucking Asian girl who would the money spread on the camera and curse you out, and then like her parents faked her fucking death or something. Yeah, she made an OnlyFans once she turned 18. Talk about a crazy character arc too, bro. This chick is literally like the female Asian version of Rakai. And
I thought he was about to say Rice Gum. I remember when Rice Gum and Lil Tay did a collab before. Or no, they didn't do a collab, but he like roasted her or something. I don't know.
now she's a professional vagina.
Whoa.
All before she can even have a drink
crazy.
legally in America. Jesus Christ. Then I feel like the next thing in the Goonverse was like the Bop House, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's like a content house, like FaZe or AMP, but instead of, you know, playing video games and streaming, they're just a bunch of OnlyFans models who get fucked on camera. And they all started living together because, you know, when you put a bunch of bops in one house and they make content together, it creates shock value and people want to see them and buy their OnlyFans and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, they literally put a house full of fucking whores together and made it, and like that was the fucking Bop House. Now, I think we can all agree that the idea of a Bop House is already pretty fucking out there, pretty crazy, but what if we made it better? What if someone took the Bop House and just fucking squished them, okay? And that is where I like to introduce to you guys the mini Bop House.
Wait, whoa. Wait, this is getting deep. Hold on. I don't even think Einstein has seen something this level.
Which is exactly what it sounds like. It's the Bop House, but they're fucking mini. It's a house full of fucking midget OnlyFans creators. And yeah, there's quite
That's
literally
crazy.
nothing else to add
Influencer houses are getting out of hand, man. Holy crap.
to this. It's just the fucking it's just a bunch of midget OnlyFans creators, dude. Like, and the funniest thing is I don't even think they have an actual house. I don't think they have like an establishment. I think they just kind of linked up and, you know, filmed videos saying that they were the mini. That'd be really fucking funny if there's really a house out there full of a bunch of midget porn stars. That's really fucking funny. As a matter of fact, speaking about the midgets, I think the craziest account I have ever seen in my entire life was an account called Sky Down Midget. I memorized the username. That's how well it stuck out to me. And pretty much, it was exactly what it sounds like. It was an OnlyFans model named Sky who had Down syndrome and was a midget. And she was posting like, I don't know what the fuck kind of odd.
This is AI. I feel like this is AI. I've seen people use AI to create like a certain birthmark that they have to sell their OnlyFans, which is so insane. Or even AI to make like them bigger than what they actually are to like sell the OnlyFans. That's something I've seen, but I feel like this has to be fake.
Audience she was searching for, but yeah, that woman existed.
Maybe not.
Which hopefully gives you guys an idea of how crazy the Goonverse really is. We have motherfuckers putting AI Down syndrome filters on midgets, convincing people that she was real so she could sell her OnlyFans more. That is fucking crazy. As a matter of fact, speaking of Down syndrome and AI and shit, that segues perfectly into the next section of the Goonverse, the AI Down syndrome OnlyFans models.
I've seen this a lot.
Because that was also a thing. Literally, it was these OnlyFans models who would put these fake Down syndrome filters on themselves and like make these thirst traps, and I guess people have a fetish for people with Down syndrome. I don't fucking know. Now, clearly there was a market for it. That's why they were making these videos. But it's like, oh my god, dude, Down syndrome OnlyFans girls, dude. Oh my god, we have lost the plot. Men used to go to war. We used to build fucking battleships, and now we're putting Down syndrome AI filters on midgets and gooning to. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's
and
so
the craziest
insane.
part about it is how shameless they are about it. Okay, look at this one account. This account is called Downy Molly.
That is such an Downy Molly. What a name.
Like, dude, I'm not even offended. Okay, I'm not even mad. I'm not a snowflake or anything. I'm just like, dude, Downy Molly. You couldn't have just been a little bit more creative, let alone less offensive, you know? But like, Downy
crazy.
Molly, really? And the bio too, bro. Just a dowdy? Are you fucking kidding me? Like really think about how crazy.
All this to sell the OnlyFans, but at the same time, like, we really gotta shame the people who are buying these, bro. Like, as much as I want to be like, oh yeah, these are crazy, because these are crazy and they are insane. It's insane to like put a Down syndrome filter on yourself to sell the OnlyFans, but to the people buying them, like if there wasn't anyone buying these, there wouldn't be a market for it, you know?
This is like if I changed my username to Zipperhead Sid. And the bio was just a chick, you know? And don't even get me started on the actual videos that these accounts post, okay? Because remember, these are Down syndrome OnlyFans models with an emphasis on the fact that they have Down syndrome. So the videos they post to get attention and the captions is wild, bro. It's like, oh yeah, I have Down syndrome, but I'll still go down on your dick. And it's just like, bro, real what the fuck? But now listen, okay? If you thought that AI Down syndrome filters on midget OnlyFans models and content houses full of OnlyFans models, and fucking making OnlyFans at the age of 18 wasn't crazy enough, you are forgetting about the biggest conflict in the history of the Goonverse, the Bop Wars. For those of you who don't know, the Bop Wars was a very long and hard-fought battle between two professional vaginas, Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips.
Professional vagina? That is crazy. That's a crazy term.
Who were both OnlyFans models who were known for just doing absolutely heinous shit. For example, Bonnie Blue would go to high schools and fuck barely legal graduates for the fuck of it, just cuz. Then you got Lily Phillips, right, who's low-key, like, she looks just like her, and she's a porn star. They're literally like the same fucking person. Either way, Lily Phillips is like, shit, I gotta stick out. Bonnie Blue is fucking beating me at whatever. So she decides to do the 100 men in 24 hours challenge, where she fucks 100 men in 24 hours. Apparently they made like a document about it, and she cried afterwards because...
Bro, it's so crazy because I made a whole video on this because I watched the documentary on YouTube, and I was just like, dude, this is so sad. Like, it's sad on both ends. The guys out there doing it, shame on them, but also shame on Lily Phillips for doing this, bro. I'm at a loss of words.
You know, she just destroyed her vaginal anatomy with 100 men. And, yeah, either way, then Bonnie Blue ends up seeing this and is like, nah, not on my watch. I'm the GOAT. I need to retaliate.
Her eyes look crazy.
So she does one even better and sleeps with 1,000 men in 24 hours. Which, by the way, I'm pretty sure we did, like, the meat mileage calculations on that. She took, like, multiple miles worth of penis in 24 hours, okay? She's literally a fucking Honda Civic. But wait, it gets even worse, because after all of this happens, you know, Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips, they literally start beefing. They're like, yo, why the fuck are you copying me? You low-key look like me, blah, blah, blah. And they literally had the Bop Wars. They had fucking porn star beef. And, you know, people like you and me saw this and were like, no way, these literal porn stars are beefing right now. And it got them more attention, and they got them more clicks and views, and they got more people to watch.
Could you say that they were beefing over dick? No? Okay, I'll keep on going.
Them getting fucked, and they got paid more money. Everything just ties into the Goonverse. It's all the things that people are willing to do to stick out and get more views in terms of, like, porn and shit, right? It even got to the point where they both faked being pregnant. Like, I remember Bonnie Blue was like, yo, I'm pregnant. And then Lily Phillips was like, yeah, I'm pregnant too. And it's just like, what the fuck? Either way, it turns out, I'm pretty sure that was all fake. But regardless, yeah, that is the conclusion of the Bop Wars. And then when it comes to the most recent editions of the Goonverse, you have Adam22, who let his porn star wife fuck the biggest, most brolic, blackest looking dude you have ever seen in your entire life. And then he proceeded to box him and get his ass beat by him. Okay?
He's got a humiliation kink of... Bro, he has to. He
got his ass beat by this dude who fucked his wife on camera and monetized it. Now listen, okay, I don't need to sit here and explain to you guys why that's like the most outlandish thing ever, but here's the thing, it's all marketing. Okay? You don't think Adam22 doesn't know what he's doing? Adam22 knows damn well that he's making a fool of himself. He knows damn well what people are saying behind his back, and that's exactly what he wants, because the more people who talk about him, the more people who watch his wife get fucked. The more people who talk about him, the more people watch him get fucked. I mean, him fucking other women. And the more people who watch him fuck other women, the more money he makes. As a matter of fact, me making this segment of this video is exactly what he wants. So honestly, Adam22, you know, usually I feel like...
A professional clout chaser, you know? He loves the clout so much. He will do anything for it, even if that's let his wife get clapped. You know, as long as it makes money and gives him clout, he'll do it, which is an insane way to live.
Most people, like, rip on you and insult you for doing this, and, you know, I mean, I low-key kind of already did, but at the same time, I can respect it. I see your vision. You just have balls of steel, and you're willing to, you know, trade your self-dignity for it, which is valid. That's, me personally, nah, but, like, if that's what you want to do, I mean, shit. He's low-key. I'm not going to call him a marketing genius because, I don't know, I feel like trading off your dignity is not very smart in the slightest, but he is really good at marketing. I will give him that. Good job, Adam22, I guess.
So.
Alright, so to conclude the history lesson of the Goonverse, we are going to give you guys a quick little recap. The Goonverse is essentially the world of porn and OnlyFans, and how the marketing tactics within that industry has evolved over time to become more and more outlandish. And this video has given you guys the full timeline of the Goonverse. Danielle Bregoli went on Dr. Phil and became the Cash Me Outside girl. Then she turned 18 and immediately dropped an OnlyFans and made a shit ton of money. And that was
such a disgusting method though, because like, once again, the content that they're recording, that's not when they're 18. So when they do drop these OnlyFans, like directly once the clock strikes 12, they're doing it. It's so nasty.
when people first realized, hey, there's a lot of weird people out there and we can monetize off it and make a lot of money. She then became the blueprint for other 18-year-olds with no ambition to then sell their body, and that's exactly what happened. People followed in her footsteps, and a lot more people started dropping OnlyFans at the ripe age of 18. Then people started to really pick up on the whole shock factor marketing, so then they made the Bop House, where they literally just took a bunch of OnlyFans models and put them into a fucking house. And then you even have a bunch of midgets trying to cash in on this, making the fucking mini Bop House, which is, you know, literally a Bop House, but divided by 2. And then OnlyFans models started putting Down syndrome filters on their videos, pretending to have Down syndrome to promote their shit. And then midgets started doing it too. There was midget Down syndrome OnlyFans models. Then porn stars like Bonnie Blue and Lily Phillips were like, hey, let's just be fucking predators. And that's what they did. They started fucking a bunch of newly, freshly legal 18-year-olds after they graduated high school and blew up off of that. Then they started fucking copious amounts of men within 24 hours and then started beefing over it. Then they faked their pregnancies and started beefing over that to create more shock value and get more clicks and views. And then Adam22 comes out of nowhere and lets his wife fuck the biggest, blackest dude you ever seen, and then posts about it and monetizes it and talks about it on podcasts and uses that to promote his OnlyFans and his wife's OnlyFans and fucking this other dude's porn account. Holy shit. The Goonverse just fucking goes crazy. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be the video. I have spent so much time editing and making this.
Nah, this video is definitely insane. Definitely an interesting video by Sadagaskar. I know I wasn't speaking too much during that video. I was just in shock, bro. Yeah, the whole OnlyFans like space is very weird, especially when it comes to like marketing it. Cause like the way that people see it is like, oh, okay. A lot of these people, let's say they have an OnlyFans and they're not like showing too much on it. Let's just say it's like pictures and stuff. They gotta market it some way. So they just think of the craziest thing they can do. And hence why you have people putting their panties in the produce sections and like people putting Down syndrome filters on themselves. Like it's such a weird thing. It's so weird. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you guys enjoyed that video, I'm going to leave Sadagaskar's link in the description. Make sure to go check out the video and like it over there if y'all would like. All that being said, this is going to wrap up the video. If you guys made this far, I appreciate you. If you guys enjoyed this video, then I highly recommend you guys check out the most recent video. It would be right up here on the screen. All that being said, thank you guys for watching. It's Cameron and I'm out. Boom!